Hi, this is Gizmo First, and today I'm going to throw down my proposal for the best weapon in the game. I know it greatly depends on people's playstyle. I was Fixer all the way and played almost exclusive Fixer for a long time. My son ran up to me one day and said,
Dad, have you tried the plasma caster? It's freaking OP.
I had tried that weapon and I have to say it struck me as kind of meh. It didn't shoot straight, it needed to reload often, which is a slow, clanky affair, and the damage was mediocre and the DPS was terrible. So, as any good parent would, I imparted my words of wisdom on my son, to which he replied,
VATS, Dad. Try it in VATS.
Reluctant to admit the possibility that my son might have outgrown me in this game.
When I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master.
I decided to give it a try and prove him wrong. Spoiler warning. He wasn't.
But I did bloody tell you.
So I start to build my character for VATS using the following. You have to max out luck with this one, and perception. You need all of the heavy gun perks, so at least 6 on strength, and VATS builds use a lot of AP, so some agility is helpful. I also use full adrenaline on this build, as it's useful when racking up small kills to increase damage to help you drop something bigger. For example, the Scourge Beast at Fisher Sights. With your luck at full, you need critical savvy to consume less critical points, and better criticals, because duh, it's in the name. Grim Reaper is good for stringing along a lot of VATS kills. You stand a good chance of refilling your AP and staying in VATS for a longer time. This gives you an excellent chance of one-shotting a line of enemies in one go, making the slow reload speed a mute factor at 20 rounds, which can equal 20 kills per mag. Talking of lining up kills, Gunfu is key in agility, and as I mentioned before, adrenaline at full if you can spare the space. Action Boy to try to keep up your AP. Evasive, as you are still going to take damage with this build, and Born Survivor. This doesn't work as a stealth weapon, it kills quickly but you'll miss eventually and have to survive a hit or 3. I usually run batteries included and first aid and intelligence. You will accumulate ammo, and energy ammo is heavy. First aid, just because. Tenderizer can be helpful for bigger enemies, but if you're taking on just normal nasties, you'll be one-shotting stuff anyway most of the time. I usually switch between hard bargain and inspiration as I need XP or not, and strange in numbers is good for running mutations in a group. Take your pick in endurance as to what you think you'll need more. I usually go with Life Giver or Ironclad with this build. No idea why Fireproof is in some of these screenshots. Perception, I keep perked for auto rifles in case I have to switch over should the plasma caster break, which it does, but concentrated fire is a must here. You want to be aiming for the head. It seems less accurate when you start off in terms of percentage, but when you hit the first enemy in the chain and it dies, Gunfu will switch you to the next, and there is a better than average chance that you will one-shot even if you are aiming for the head most enemies after the first kill. If you want to run awareness to see the squishy points in VATS, feel free. I never do, but that's just me. After a while, you kind of get to know where to aim for. Like I've said before, all heavy gunner perks and whatever you think will be most useful with what you have left of strength. Lock and load might be good for you as this gun takes an eternity to swap mags. The gun itself is primed in my hands. I usually don't bother with priming weapons. The damage versus the hassle to craft or find ultrasight ammo usually is not worth it to me. Take my word for it though that the difference in damage is noticeable in this case, and this next thing is what makes it one of the most awesome weapons in the game. When you craft ultrasight ammo, if you have ammo factory maxed and ammo smith maxed, you will craft in one go over 500 ammo. If you add super duper, you'll be doubling that on occasion if you are lucky. The ammo on this thing never seems to run out. If you run daily ops every now and again, you'll top up too. Do the math, you'll be dropping enemies in 2 shots, after which you'll loot the corpse for a minimum of 4 rounds back, but usually over 8. People cite automatic weapons as having superior DPS due to their high rate of fire and added explosive damage in some cases. Forget about it. Mod the gun with an aligned stock for increased range and accuracy, and you'll kill stuff in VATS at a much better rate than any auto weapon. It has its downsides, of course. It's pretty heavy, that's why I prefer bare arms to lock and load. Outside of VATS, it's not very accurate at distance, but still packs a punch if you can get used to using it. It might ruin your enjoyment of the game, in honesty. It just becomes too easy to kill everything. It will kill your fun in other games for sure. I cannot play Call of Duty anymore, as I can't understand why pressing the Q key doesn't lock onto my opponent for a kill shot straight off. It can also tend to be glitchy. It does so much damage that Bethesda really doesn't know how to register it at times, and you end up not doing any damage at all. Other than that, it's an awesome weapon. Try out the different kinds. I was going to do a feature about vampires versus medics versus anti-armor versus blooded, etc., but Honestly, in short, and I'm a fan of keeping my films short, stick with Blooded. There, that's my opinion, and you don't have to sit through a whole other film to get it. All in all, I feel it's a very underrated weapon. I rarely see it being used in the game, though it does happen. Go out and give it a try. Thanks to Legendary Crafting, it's never been easy to get your hands on one, so have fun. This is Gizmo First. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.